Hello, SaintsFan.TV. I'm Lawler HD. I'm a Newcastle United fan and I'm popping over today just to give you predictions from team news and what I think will go on Saturday from the Newcastle perspective on this weekend's big game. Right, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. So I run a Newcastle United YouTube channel which is called Lawler HD. I'm sure the link will be in the description. It's all about reviews, match of the day, what they've said about Newcastle, basic chat shows, you name it, anything to do with Newcastle I put on YouTube. The fans have their say, you know, so do come over and check it out. I'll also be doing a review on Southampton from my side after the game as well, so come on over. Right, let's get on with it. So your last 6 games, you've only picked up 7 points from the last 6 games. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a lot better than us. It's not great form, I'll be honest with you, but if you look at it, you got beat off Chelsea 2-1. Bournemouth will be over the moon, beating their rivals in the Premier League. I know it's not your rival, Southampton fans. Yours is Pompey, isn't it? You drew Sunderland. You should have beat Sunderland, me being a Toon fan. You beat Stoke, an impressive Stoke side. You beat them 2-1. And what a comeback against Liverpool. What a comeback. 2-0 down, winning that game 3-2.
How are you doing?
I'm in tears nearly. I can't hold it back any longer. God, I just can't believe what I've just witnessed.
You got beaten off Leicester 1-0, which to be fair, we did as well. Leicester grinding out 1-0 wins left, right and centre. Looking at how you score your goals, you seem to spread it across your strikers, your main 3. I think Pele's got 10 in the Premier League. Shane Long's got 9 and Sadio Manu's got 8. So you do tend to share the goals amongst your strikers, which is good because Newcastle don't have the problem. We've got Mitrovic, Wijnaldum, and then we struggle to see anyone else score. You've only conceded 33 goals in 32 games. That is a very, very impressive. And that's also with Forster being now a massive chunk. He's a local lad. He only lives about 10 miles. So he brought up 10 miles away from where I am right now. It's a shame Newcastle let him go because, by God, with our injury crisis, we would love to have Forster. But Koeman has done a fantastic job for us. When he first come in, and the board was selling players left, right and centre at Man United and Liverpool, I thought, oh, you're doomed. You're absolutely doomed. But fair due to Koeman. What a manager he's turned up. He's got him in the top 5 in the Premier League without a shadow of a doubt for me. The way he's kept Southampton top 8 every season. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You're chasing Europa League football. I think the Champions League is a little bit out of depth for you because I think it's 8 points and I think Man City have got a game in hand. But the Europa League is definitely something you should look at. I know you've got Stoke and Liverpool breathing on your necks. If the FA Cup results go to plan, the 7th place will get Europa League. So I can see you getting it. I really can.
We have to win to really have any hope of getting into the Europa League spot. I think 7th might be good enough because if Liverpool do win the Europa League, then we could, I think, get the 7th spot.
Let me tell you a little bit about Newcastle then. So the last 6 games we've only picked up 1 point. 1 point in 6 games. We've scored 5, which is, I suppose, that's an improvement on McLaren. But we've conceded 14. Most of those were under McLaren because 5 of them came against Chelsea. But since Benitez has come in, we looked a lot more compact, a lot more organised. We look more of a team. But that's not going to win you games. We've now, especially in the second half against Norwich, we attacked Norwich and we looked so much better. When Newcastle have always been known as an attacking team. But since the last 2 years or so, we haven't been known as that. We have to attack you. If we get picked off by Mane's pace, Long's pace, then fair enough. But we've got to attack Southampton. We look much better. I think what yous have got to do, Saints fans, you've got to keep Mitrovic quiet. Because Mitrovic is on fire at the minute. 3 goals in his last 2 games. He's a handful. If you stop the supply from out wide, especially Townsend, and possibly, I don't know who Benitez, because Benitez changes his team that much. You don't know who's going to play on the left. If he changes that, if you stop the supply, you'll stop the goals going in. I know you don't concede much anyway because Fonte looks a different player and Bertrand looks brilliant at left back. And I know he's played at centre back a couple of times for you. So if you stop the supply, you'll stop the scoring and he'll win the game. And if you score early, I think we could end up 2 or 3-0. That leaves me nice on to predictions. We have to win with 6 points behind Norwich with a game in hand. That's if we win the game in hand. That's a big if. That'll bring it down to 3. But we've now got to start winning games. We've got 7 games left. You've got 6. We have to start winning, so we'll have to attack Southampton. I'm going to be optimistic. I don't think we'll win the game. I think we'll concede as well. I'm going to be optimistic and say, my head says 1-1, but my heart is telling me he's going to put 3 or 4 past. Get your score predictions down there, Southampton fans, please do. And hopefully I haven't been too critical of your side. I've been praiseful. Pop over at my channel as well. I'll be doing a review. Make sure you head over at Lawler HD. Thank you very much for SaintsFan.TV for having me. Really appreciate it. See you later. So if you stop the supply, you'll stop the scoring, and you'll win the game. And if you score early, I think we could end up 2 or 3-0. That leaves me nice on to predictions. We have to win with 6 points behind Norwich with a game in hand. That's if we win the game in hand. That's a big if. That'll bring it down to 3. But we've now got to start winning games. We've got 7 games left. You've got 6. We have to start winning, so we'll have to tax Southampton. I'm going to be optimistic. I don't think we'll win the game.